Lesson 67, percent of change. Percent of change is just like if we're starting out at a certain amount, let's say $15, and then we want to increase to $25, what percent is it from 15 to 25? Or if we reduce from 15 to $10, what was the percent of change that it was decreased? So the original percent is always the 100%, okay? So the original percent is always considered 100%. So if there is an increase, that means we're going to be adding on to our 100%. Some of the words that you might hear is there was a price increase, or the price rose a certain amount. Let's say 30%. So there's an example. The price rose 30%. Or there was a markup. Whoops, I can't spell markup. Over. A markup of 25%. So those are some keywords to show that it increased, and we would add those percentages to the original, which was 100%. If there's a decrease, we're going to subtract. So some example would be that you might see would be 45 or 40% off, or a discount of 30%. We use a ratio box. This time we're going to have a percent and an actual count. We start with the original, then we're going to have a change. Now this change is going to be added or subtracted depending on if it's an increase or a decrease. And then we're going to have a new. So we can use this anytime there's a percent of change. So we're going to do an example here. Jalen bought a sweater at a 30% off sale for $42. So he bought the sweater at a 30% off sale, and he bought it for $42. Oh, you can't see that "for" very well. What was the original price? So, okay, in this box, what did we say up here? The original percent is always 100%. So we could put 100 right here in this box. Every time we draw it, we can put 100. So we're going to do our box, original, change, and new. We have percent, actual count, original, change, and new. So the original's 100. We don't know the original price, so we're going to put an X right there. The change was 30% off. So that means we're going to subtract 30 from 100, and our new is 70. And that's for the percent. The price he paid was $42. That's the new price after he takes the 30% off. So we're going to put 42 here. These are our two rows we're going to use. This one becomes our numerators, 100, and this over 70. Those are our denominators. Going to equal X over 42. So we're going to cross multiply 100 times 42 divided by 70. So X equals 100 times 42 divided by 70. We're going to cancel some zeros here. 7 goes into 42 6 times. 6 times 10 is 60. So it was $60 is the original price. If we wanted to know how much was taken off, we could do $60 minus 42, and we could figure out the $18 was taken off. So we saved $18. Okay, here's another example. Camry bought a house. Congratulations. In 1 year, the value of the house rose 20%. To $288,000. That's how much it was worth after 1 year. How much money did it increase by? We're going to set up our box. They give us enough information here that we can figure this out. So we have our percent, actual count, original change, new. Our change is going to be positive. We're going to add it because it increased 20%. So we have 100 was the original. It's always 100%. It rose 20%. So the new price is 120 of the old one. The new price after it rose was 288,000. And we want to know how much the increase was. So our X is actually going to go in the change box. So now we have our fractions. 20 over 120 equals X over 288,000. Now we're going to cross multiply and divide. So we have 288,000 times 20 divided by 120. So we're going to cancel these zeros on 20 and 120. 2 goes into 12 6 times. And then I bet 6 can go into 288,000. So let's see, that's going to go in how many times? Let's see. 4, 8,000. 48,000. So it's a $48,000 increase. That's how much was added to the value of her home. And that's the end of the lesson.